Hey everybody, welcome. It is Jenna's Picks Live, and as usual, I am fashionably late. I don't have to tell you what the last 10 minutes was like running around here, making sure that the house, at least on camera, looks clean, considering it is chaos behind the scenes on the day after Christmas here. You guys, I'm sure you know, it's not getting cleaned anytime soon, but it looks very nice and clean right here. I should pan the camera so you guys could see what's going on both sides of the screen right now because it's box central here. Like if anybody needs a cardboard box, it's right there. The tree, all like we have half the presents in here. I have everything that was laying around my kitchen all over here. It is so crazy here, but as you guys know, that's what happens on Christmas. So, and I figured why not do a live tonight? Because I know if I wasn't doing live right now, I'd be sitting on my couch scrolling my phone. So I figured I'd give you guys some entertainment and something to watch. Hi Sherry, how are you? Um, so yeah, it was crazy here. I posted a bunch of stuff for Christmas for you guys to see yesterday, see a little bit about how our day was. The good thing is that we stayed here. Well, the good and bad is that we stayed here all day. We didn't have to go anywhere, which is nice. But it's always like, everybody gets stir crazy. There's so many new toys and like nobody gets dressed for the day and it's just playing like from one thing to the next to the next. And you guys know Cooper is an Energizer bunny. So he will like open up a toy, he'll play with it for 2 minutes. He'll open up another toy, play with it for 2 minutes. And then before you know it, he's gone through like all of his toys. Everything's a mess. The pieces are everywhere. And it's definitely chaotic for me. So, and Juliet is like the complete opposite. She is like, she opens up a gift and then she wants to like do every part of it before she opens up another gift. So I knew what was going to happen. I was prepared for it because of last year that Cooper was going to like blow through his gifts and then Juliet was still going to have like more than half of hers to open, which is what happened. So pro tip, if anybody has the same situation as me, anything that was for both of them, like if I got a board game or something like that, I got a couple of games for them. I wrapped it in Cooper's. Well, everybody had different wrapping paper this year, which you guys know I like to have a motif. I like to have, a look. And so I still did that, but I had to have that take a little bit of a back seat because last year it was just so chaotic with Cooper bringing me like gifts every 2 seconds. Is this mine? Is this mine? Is this mine? So I figured he gets his own wrapping paper. She gets her own wrapping paper. Greg and I have the same one, and it's just easy for everybody, which was really good idea. And then everything that was for both of them, I just wrapped in Cooper's wrapping paper. That way he had more gifts to open. She was overwhelmed with all of her stuff anyway, so it didn't matter. But yeah, welcome everybody. Hi, Mom. I miss you too. Are you going to come back anytime soon? My mom is away forever. I love that glass. These are brand new glasses. Greg got me these glasses as one of my Christmas presents because you guys know I love a good mocktail glass. He saw them in Italy in Boston and he said, that looks like a Jena cocktail glass. So my mocktail glass, I should say. I tried to find these really quickly right before the live. And I couldn't quite find the exact ones. So right after this live, I will link them. I actually have them a page up right now with me like searching for them. So I will add them to the link that's already here on the Jenna's Picks, like my Jena LTK, my Jennafin LTK page, my like to know it page. Everything from this live is listed there. That's not a Jenna's Picks item. So like what I'm wearing right now, the slippers that I'm going to show you, those are all Jenna's Picks and they can be found on jenaspicks.com, JENASPICKS.com. You can also find the link in the description of this YouTube video. And then everything else, like the glasses, the edible glitter, anything that I talk about, I'm going to be linking on my Like to Know It page, which you can find on my website, jenaspicks.com, and you can also find in the description of this YouTube video. So lots of different ways to find this stuff, but as soon as this live is over, I'm going to be trying to find these specific glasses and linking them because they are so pretty. I told Greg that they remind me of like Jay Gatsby. Like I need to have like a Gatsby themed party and break out these glasses. They're so pretty. My mom says, can I drink a Diet Coke with them? I mean, I think you can. I like to I really, you guys know me, I despise when a restaurant gives me a mocktail in like a soda glass or in like a kid's glass or a pint glass. I'm like, where's the fun in that? If you're going to charge me, like the $12 for a pineapple juice, that basically is what a mocktail is. You might as well put it in a fancy glass for me because the glass is what makes the whole drink, I think. I think I might have hit this while I was getting ready, so I'm just going to turn that a little bit. Um, but anyway, Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy Hanukkah. Tonight is the second night of Hanukkah, and I have been tasked with lighting the town menorah in my town. And you guys, I am taking this job as like it is my job. So I brought the whole family with me today. I was only tasked for tonight because the woman who runs it, apparently, she told me that it's two families, I think it's two families that are in charge of it. The town does not maintain the menorah, which I find pretty offensive because I'm sure the town takes care of the Christmas tree that's there and the lights and all that kind of stuff. I know they subcontract the lights to a company, but like obviously there's involvement there. But no, the town does not maintain the menorah. So it's this big menorah. It's so fun. We took the whole family there, and you just flip a switch. It's on a timer. But I noticed that so we flipped the switch. Cooper was very upset that it's on a timer. So we went and it was still light out. So it didn't work. So we went to go get dinner, and then when we came back, it wasn't lit. So of course I'm like, this is my job. What happened? What did I do wrong? So then I have Greg get out of the car, and he's like, at the electrical box, and he's like unscrewing all the light bulbs and everything. And it turns out that I would say like almost half of the lights, like the bulbs are dead. So he's like unscrewing and like da this whole thing. And so now everyone's like, well, what are we going to do? The light bulbs aren't working. And so, of course, we came to the rescue. So now it is my job, or Greg's job, to go. He ordered the specific light bulbs. We're going to replace all the light bulbs tomorrow. And then it's supposed to be somebody else's turn to light it tomorrow. But if I'm there, I'm just going to flip the switch, I think, because how else will I know if the lights work? So, yes, it is the second night of Hanukkah tonight. And as always, I feel like, maybe it will get easier when the kids get older, but I feel like we talk about Hanukkah all day. We lit the big menorah. We had this whole thing. Obviously, Juliet was upset because Cooper lit it, and I was like, you can light the one at home. Second night of Hanukkah, second night in a row that we forgot to light the menorah before the kids went up to bed. Both times I remembered while I was in bed with them with the lights off, and I'm like, I'm not bringing it up right now because I know it's going to be like another at least 10 minutes to get them to come downstairs, recite the prayer, fight over who's going to do it, get them all back upstairs and settled. So I'm like, another one bites the dust. Again, we did not get a chance to do it. So I'll be lighting the menorah by myself tonight. Actually, maybe I'll light it with you guys because we did. And obviously, Greg's in bed right now. So this is going to be me lighting the menorah again. But anyway, happy Hanukkah to everybody. Thank you so much, Lisa. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. My name is Jenna, and this is Jenna's Picks Live. So I was thinking, what could we do tonight? Like I said, if I wasn't doing the live, I would be just like laid out on the couch, just, taking a breather from the last month of the like Christmas and hectic holiday schedule. So I figured I'd do a live for you guys, give you guys some entertainment. And I'm like, what can we do? Like now Christmas is over. We'll do a Christmas recap. I want to hear how Christmas was for all of you guys, how the first night of Hanukkah was for all of you guys. Tell you a couple of anecdotal stories. But I figured we're on to the next one, and I'm not going to see you guys again on live until it's 2025. That kind of rhymed. So I figured we needed to kind of go out with a bang. So I'm going to show you guys how to make I think it's an easy cocktail. I've actually never made this one before. I'm always scouring the internet, scouring Instagram to try to find like the coolest, most inventive mocktails that are easy to make and easy to make for a crowd because I like to host. I'm not hosting a New Year's Eve party this year. But I'm going to my best friend's house. And so now that I'm learning how to make this one with all of you, I'm probably going to bring this to her house because it's just fun. And I think it'll be easy for everybody to do. So hopefully we'll see. Put a timer on your phone for the rest of the nights. I know I have to do that. It's just the time gets away from you, especially when something like Christmas is in the morning, Hanukkah and like all the Jewish holidays are at night. So it gets a little hard when you're like trying to get the kids to bed. Because just, you don't want to start bedtime all over again. But anyway, so yeah, I'm hoping this is pretty easy. We'll see how it goes. It's supposed to look really cute. It is called a lemon ball drop. So you guys probably are familiar with a lemon drop. And so this is a lemon drop, but it's a lemon ball drop. So we are actually going to be making little cotton candy balls. We're using edible glitter. I'm going to try not to get it all over my kitchen like I did last year because that was such a disaster. But yeah, I've never made it before, and I'm hoping it turns out pretty good for you guys and for me because, like I said, then I'm going to be bringing it to the party that we're going to. We're doing an early New Year's party with the kids. So like we're all going to my friend's house and I'm going to bring a piñata. We'll do like some appetizers or whatever. And then once we sense the kids are getting tired, we'll just pretend the ball is dropping. And it's actually really funny because most of you know that I stay up forever. I usually go to bed around like 2 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 1 o'clock. But it's inevitable on New Year's. I cannot stay up till midnight. It's so funny. I think because you're just like waiting around, you just get tired for it. And I find myself like fighting to stay up for it. So I feel like New Year's Eve is probably the day that I go to sleep the earliest out of like any day for the year. Hi, Effie. Happy holidays. Hey, guys. So yeah, I figured why not do a New Year's Eve cocktail for you, talk a little bit about the holidays, and also, where are they? These were supposed to come in last week for our cozy Christmas and they were delayed. So I have them here now. I have the gray ones and I have not stopped wearing the pink ones. So they probably don't even look new anymore because I've been wearing them literally nonstop since I got them, which was almost a week ago. They are so comfortable. And so they are up on the website right now. They are $28. They are the Feather Bliss Memory Foam rubber sole slippers, so you can wear them indoor, outdoor, like into the garage or whatever. Non-slip, so comfortable. I'll show you guys just like the inside. Just have some stuff there. So they are like super high density memory foam, which is really nice. So it really really hugs your foot. And then you could see little feathery look coming off of there. If you guys can see as the light catches it, there's like, you can see like little feathers there. And then the contrast is really nice too. So this is the gray one. They come in 2 sizes. I can wear both sizes. I have these on the tray, but they've never been worn. So don't worry about it. They've actually never been on the floor either. And this is the pink one. So kind of the same deal. You can see the little feathery things maybe better on this one. They are so cute and like super, super comfortable. So I'm going to show you the screen share just to show you how to order them. Hang on one second. How do I get to it? Close everything out. Okay. Let's go to Jena's Picks. Okay. There we go. All right. Okay. So we have here products. Scroll down right here, Feather Bliss Memory Foam Slippers, pink and gray. So I have the sizes listed out here for you. I would say generally I'm a size 8, sometimes an 8.5, and I can really do the S/M and the M/L. It's really funny because when my sister came, she tried on a pair of my slippers, same size situation. They were a different pair, but same size because I've been trying on different ones for you guys. And she was like, I can't believe your foot fits into this. It's so small. And I was like, this is the size I've always worn because it's 6 to 8. So I'm normally an 8. And then because she mentioned that, I tried on the bigger pair and that's the one that I've been wearing. It's really comfortable. I would say that the 6 to 8 like just fits a size 8. So if you're on the cusp, like I said, I'm an 8, sometimes 8.5. The other one definitely, like my foot definitely won't hang off the back of it. So it's really just like a very slight difference in size here. If you guys can see. Let me get the bottoms. So it's just a very slight difference in size. So they're really comfortable for pretty much every shoe size. She wears a 6.5, my sister, and the small one was like perfect for her. And like I said, that's the one that I usually wore, which is why I had it here. But I've been wearing the M/L and it fits like really nicely. So I would say the sizing is pretty accurate here. If you're in between, size up and they won't be too big on you. $28 and both of the colors are here. So you can see the pink and then you can also see the bottom, like the sole, and you can see what the gray one looks like. They are so comfortable, so cute, and just like really like perfect to wear around the house. I am wearing slippers constantly, all day, every day, because my feet are always cold. So it's like my slippers and my phone are the things that I'm losing the most in the house. So I have pairs of slippers everywhere because I'm always like, where are my slippers? As soon as I come in through the door, I take off my shoes, I put my slippers on, I go about the business. When I leave, I go to the door, I take my slippers off, I put my shoes on so that they're there at the door when I come back. It's like I have to have them by my bedside. So I use them all the time, and I've been wearing these to death for the past like almost week, and they are so comfortable. I love them. Yes, I know it is a pretty shade of pink. I'm usually not a pink person, although it's funny because my brand is more of like, sort of like a dusty pink. It's funny because like in general, I feel like I'm not really a pink person, so I would normally gravitate toward the gray. But I just felt like this color was so beautiful and so light that I decided to just wear the pink ones because I don't usually do it, and I really, really love them. They're so cute. So jennaspicks.com, they were the first one there. Anything that's on this live or on a live is usually up at the top. So you guys can see if I'm going out here, back to the products, these pants are the pants that I'm wearing right now, the Jet Setter pants. They are incredible. Something else that I pretty much haven't taken off since I showed them to you guys last week. And then these are the t-shirts. The blankets are still for sale as well. But the t-shirt I will talk a little bit about because they're $21. They're amazing basic t-shirts, but we have a code that I extended from last week. It actually ended, but I extended it for you guys. It is the code MERRY, MERRY, even though Christmas is over. The code MERRY will give you 20% off the second t-shirt. So you're basically getting two for like $36, which is amazing. So tons of colors here. They're the same shirt. I just had to break it up because there are lots of colors. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors here, and you can just click through and see all the different colors that they come in. Perfect for vacation, perfect to pair with just a pair of jeans or sweatpants and layer over it. It's a really great layering piece. So those are all the ones for the first set of colors, and then the second set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 13 colors in all, which is crazy. How gorgeous is that color? They are nice to be worn out. You can tuck them in. You can do a half tuck, which is what I'm wearing. I'll show you guys. But yeah, $21. And then if you buy two, you get 20% off with the code MERRY. So make sure you type that in. And you can buy as many as you want. I'm wearing the size small, which is my normal size. It's a full cut and it's super stretchy. So I'm going to go back to the studio screen so you guys can see it. I work from home, so I wear slippers all the time. Lisa, you're going to love these. They are just like easy slide on and off, no fuss, so comfortable. And the memory foam is really like the thing that sells this for me because they're really comfortable. My feet, if my sister is, I know my mom's watching, but if my sister were watching, she would say Jenna's feet. And I have to tell you, I will blame it on being a dancer for a long time and being a cheerleader for a long time. I was always on my feet and wrecking my feet. So I do not have the nicest looking feet. The point of that is to say, not to scare all the men off of the YouTube right now. I don't have nice looking feet. You can click out of this right now. But really the point of that is to say that my feet are like they need a lot of pampering. And I also have flat feet, so my feet go in, so I get calluses on the sides. The memory foam is incredible on your feet. It's so comfortable. But yeah, if anybody's looking for feet pictures, you're not going to find them here. All right, so I'm just going to show you the t-shirt really quickly. Like I said, it's a full cut. I'm wearing the size small. This goes up to a size 3X, I believe. Yeah, 3X. So hang on one second. Let me just see. Okay, so yeah, the small is a 4-6, and I'm usually about a 2-4 in a top. I'm usually a small, so you can see there is a lot of room here. Nice and like lightweight material. You can see as I pinch it forward and pull it back, you can see that how the material flows. So it's lightweight. It's really comfortable, like I said, to be worn alone or as a layering piece. So small is a 4-6, medium is an 8-10, large is a 10-12, extra large is a 14-16, 2X is an 18-20, and 3X is a 22-24. And can you guys see that it's almost fully covering the bum here? So you can wear it with leggings. If you wore like a long like a long cardigan over it, would look really cute. You can pair it with a pair of shorts. You can tuck it all in. I always do sort of like this half tuck situation, but of course you can just tuck the whole thing in if you wanted to. That was a terrible tuck. It's a terrible tuck. But it also has a split hem too, which is nice when you do a little bit of a front tuck. So you can see it has a little bit of a split hem there. So a little bit longer in the back. So when I do a front tuck, I feel like I fold the front in and then it just hangs back really nicely. Of course, right now I just messed it up, but um, really nice. And again, tons of colors. So I have the black one as well here. And then of course it comes in 11 other colors. So I blame it on you trying to wear Payless shoes in high school. You should have listened to your mom. Listen, I was never a shoe person, and I also probably blame all my problems on Payless because I have terrible issues with shoes and stuff like that. Um, but anyway, I digress. So slippers are great, t-shirts are great, and remember to use the code MERRY, and it's a buy one, get one 20% off on the t-shirts. So all good there. We are going to get into the cocktails, and I want to hear about your Christmas. Who did you spend it with? What happened? Everybody who's watching right now and who's commenting, I want a funny story or something memorable that happened for your Christmas so that we can talk about it. Let me know. For me personally, I think the funniest thing about our Christmas is that you might have seen on Instagram, I gifted Greg a Tamagotchi for Christmas. Like, what do you get the guy who has everything and who buys himself things constantly, who had a birthday a month and a half ago? It's like, what do you do? So he had mentioned once before that he never had a Tamagotchi in school. Did you guys have that? Because I did. And I was devastated when I left mine at my friend's house and she never took care of it and it died. And then she couldn't find it again. Um, I also lost a tooth at her house and she never found it. Coincidence. But anyway, so Greg never had one, so I bought him one, and he has been like walking around like this. I need to feed it. I forgot to feed it. I forgot it's sleeping now. Literally. I'm like, you were not this attentive when we had a newborn. He like woke up at, what did he do? He was sleeping at night, and then um he said something about getting up with it in the morning, and I was like, excuse me, what? Is this the first child you're gonna get up with in the middle of the night? We have two actual children that you didn't get up with in the middle of the night. Is it still alive? It is still alive. He was like feeding it during his meeting today at work. I think what happened, he left it in his pocket when we were doing the menorah situation, and he didn't hear that it needed to go to the bathroom. I don't remember this situation. So he had to like deal with the ramifications of that after. I'm like, oh, are you back to changing diapers? I thought you told me you didn't want a third baby. Like, what happened? I think this might be warming him up to have a third child. Mom, don't get too excited. Um, yeah, so that was funny. So I got him the Tamagotchi, and we're going to wait and see how long this lasts. But it's grown so far. It has a little curl on its head now. So very cute. All right, so let me know what happened. I need a memorable story or funny thing that happened at your holiday. So write that in so that we can discuss. And I am going to talk about the cocktail that we're going to make right now, which is called a lemon ball drop. So you might be familiar with a lemon drop and, of course, the ball drop on New Year's Eve. So it's a lemon ball drop. I've never made this before. It could go very wrong, or it could be really good. So I'm excited to try it. Let me just see. So the thing that we're going to be working with today that could become an issue if you do not deal with it properly is edible glitter. So I have it on my LTK. So if you type in, actually, I'll just show you on the screen share. So if you want to get to my Like to Know It, you just go to my picks up here, my Like to Know It shop, and then everything that I posted will be either in everything that I post for every live is in this Jena's Picks folder, but it also is the first one that comes up here. So the edible glitters right here. I ordered these and they didn't come yet. I'm so disappointed about the live, but I'm definitely going to use them for New Year's Eve. I'll show you guys how to do it. So everything that I'm using today is pretty much here. And like I said, I will link these glasses once I find them after the live. But these are the new sets of wine glasses and champagne glasses that I bought that you can also use for this cocktail. Cocktail, mocktail. So what you are going to need for this one, so you can make this three different ways. You can make it as a cocktail, you can make it as a mocktail, and then you can also make it as a pitcher so that it's already made for your guests and they don't have to be mixing and playing bartender. You don't have to hire a bartender. It could be like your signature cocktail for your party. I like to put out the mixer of the sort of like the juices, and then people can choose their base. So I usually have like vodka, prosecco, and seltzer or sparkling cider, and then and you can choose whatever you want and whatever glass you want to go with that. Tonight we're going to be using sparkling rosé. But you can use sparkling cider, you can use regular seltzer, you can use sparkling wine, prosecco, you can use vodka instead, whatever base you want. And I'm going to show you how to sort of like tailor it to that. You don't have to tailor it. It's literally the same exact ingredients, the same exact way. It just depends when you add it. So the rule of thumb, because I'm a certified bartender, is if you're using like a vodka, gin, tequila, anything like that, that goes in your shaker first, and then you do all your juices, you mix it up, you pour it in. If you're using anything that is carbonated, like a sparkling wine, a sparkling cider, a seltzer, that goes in at the top. So that's why if you're going to make a pitcher of this, it's not going to fill up a whole pitcher. It's going to make a little carafe that you're going to pour in, and then you pour the sparkling on top of it, or you pour the vodka in your cup, you pour the juices in, you mix it up. So that's kind of like you're doing the juice part already made for everybody if you want them to have the option of choosing whatever base they want for it. It just is a little bit confusing. Not really. Anything that's carbonated goes in last. That's basically what it is. So the easiest way you can remember the measurements for everything, I have the recipe written down here so you guys can see. It's 2, 1, 1 and a half. So if you're making it just for one drink, it's 2 ounces, 1 ounce, 1 ounce, and half an ounce. If you're making a pitcher, it's 2 cups, 1 cup, 1 cup, and half a cup. So it's very easy. Same exact measurements. You just change ounces to cups. That way it's very easy. You don't have to do any math or anything like that. So we're using something sparkling or something as a base. I'm using the sparkling cider rosé. White cranberry juice. You can also use regular cranberry, white peach, something like that. I like the look of the white. I think it's very New Year's Eve-ish. This was actually supposed to be white as well, but I couldn't find it in the store. So we're going to do a little bit of a pink drink tonight. You need some cotton candy. Guys, I'm telling you, this is going to be a fun drink. You need a lemon. You also need some simple syrup, which I didn't have a chance to make. Super easy to make. It's just like half sugar, half water. So actually, I could probably heat some up right now. I'm going to do that. How do I do that? In the cup. Okay. Okay. Actually, where is my sugar? All right, so just do a couple sugar packets here. So you can do this on a stovetop, is a lot easier. Hopefully this doesn't explode. But simple syrup is basically just equal parts sugar and water, and it makes like a syrup. You can buy it in the store, but you literally just put it on the stovetop. It's super easy to make. I forgot to do it for this one, but it is very easy to use it. And you don't have to if you don't want something super sweet, because like all of this is already very sweet. So I probably don't even need that, but just for the sake of the recipe, I want to show it to you. And then that's it. So this is optional. When I made this sparkly drink I didn't make this one, but I made a sparkly, glittery New Year's Eve drink last year for my holiday party. I put them in these little ornaments, which are really cute, also on Amazon. You just open this, you pour in your, like, whatever juice, or I had like juice mixed with the edible glitter in here, and then you dump it in. Really cute and very festive if you're interested in that. Look at that. We have simple syrup, guys. So I'm going to let that cool off a little bit. All right, so let's get started. So I'm not going to use the 2 ounces of vodka. I'm going to use this at the end, and I'm going to have to pop this on camera, so hopefully I don't make an absolute fool out of myself. So we'll see how that works. I'll save that to the end. So if you're using vodka, now is the time to put it in. If you're using anything carbonated, you add it at the end. So we do 1 ounce of lemon juice. So I'm not going to measure this one. I'm just going to cut half a lemon. So take your lemon, cut it. I love using this because it gets really like the lemon squeezer gets all the juice out of it instead of using your hands, and that doesn't get messy. So lots of juice in here. So I filled up my shaker with ice previously, just so that it's everything stays nice and cold. So there you go, lemon juice in there. And then we're gonna do 1 ounce of the white cranberry or whatever other juice you have. Like I said, white peach, regular cranberry juice, whatever you wanna use. So let's measure out, put that over there. Okay, let's see, how'd I do? Pretty much 1 ounce, okay. 1 ounce of that. And then we need the simple syrup, 1/2 ounce of the simple syrup. That's probably good. And then this is where it gets interesting, you guys. So I'm gonna take this and put it to the side. You're gonna take your cotton candy, and so now it gets a little bit interesting because we're gonna be filling cotton candy with edible glitter, packing it into little, they look like snowballs, which if you get white cotton candy, even better, because obviously New Year's Eve, snowy. I couldn't find that in the store, so we're using Starburst cotton candy. Let's see how this tastes. Oh my God. Definitely didn't need the simple syrup. Holy moly. Okay. So you're going to take your cotton candy, flatten it out. You're going to make a little pocket for the edible glitter. So be extremely careful with this edible glitter because last year when I was making these, something, I don't remember what happened. I think it was Juliet, like knocked into me or wanted to see what was on the counter. So she reached up and she knocked the edible glitter onto the floor. I think I finally, after a year, got it out of the grout. It is very messy. It gets everywhere. So you want to be extremely careful with it. This is how it comes. You can get all different colors. I just got like a white one. It's called Moonstone Iridescent just because it looked like super holiday-ish. But you can get a gold one is really cute too. And you just want to be really careful. So I'm not even going to pour it because that's how like insane I am about it. I'm just going to use a little spoon. You don't need a lot. Just using like a little tiny spoonful. Can you see that? Pour it in there. And then you're going to make this into a little ball. So packing it all in. Of course, it's crumbling all over. It's not working. How did they do it? Okay, let me start over. Look, see, now it's literally all over my hands. Okay. Start over. You can do this. Maybe that part was just like too stiff. I think it was too stiff. Let's just pack some of this back in here. There we go. So those little toothpicks that I have on my Amazon storefront, they have stars on them. So what I would do is make these little snowballs or like cotton candy balls and then put the toothpick through it. That way people don't have to grab it with their hands and get like cotton candy or glitter on their hands. They can just use it, like pick up the toothpick with it as long as it sticks together. Maybe this is just like terrible cotton candy. Maybe you just need better cotton candy. Oh no, it's working now. I think you just need to do it slowly. So remember, it's a lemon ball drop. So you want to make it into a ball. And then when you put the cotton candy in the cup, it should like fizz and disintegrate. And then all the glitter should like go into the cup and look, or in the glass and look really nice. So, all right, I'm going to put that one aside. Wash my hands. Okay. My rings should be extra sparkly now. All right, and so we have our drink all ready. So I'm just going to give this a shake. Okay. Take out the glass. And remember, I don't have any vodka or anything in here, so I'm going to be using the sparkling over this. But if you have vodka, it should already fill up the glass pretty nicely. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Now, This is where things could get hairy for me. I always, whenever when I was a waitress or a bartender and people ordered a bottle, I always like begged somebody else to open it for me because I was like, what if I can't open it at the table? So we'll see. Now I'm on a national platform, so I'd just be embarrassed on live for everybody in the world to see. Not really embarrassed anymore. All right. Oh, it's a twist off. No problem. I don't think. Just kidding. Greg, are you still watching? Because we might need your help. Oh, I got it. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Who can do it? I can do it. So can you. All right, so now I'm just going to top this. Look how gorgeous that looks. That is such a pretty drink. I almost want to taste it now, but I don't want to yet. Okay, so now what you're going to do, everybody paying attention, because this is like the part that seals the whole deal. So you can already have all of these drinks on a tray if you want to, or you can have, like I said, the pitcher of the juices and everybody adds their base, or you can make the entire pitcher of the cocktail if you want to. Put it in, and then you have a bowl of all of these balls to drop for New Year's Eve. So my hair's on there. Okay, so everybody paying attention. We're gonna drop it in. Let's focus, get the camera to focus on this because I don't want you guys to miss it. There we go. Ready? It's not focusing. Hold on, it's focusing on my face. Okay, ready? Oh, do you guys see the glitter? So nice and sparkly. Do you guys see it sparkling in there? So cool. And then of course you can add more glitter. Obviously I was supposed to, and it got everywhere, but it is so cool. And I'll show you even more what it looks like just for camera's sake. If you wanted to if you had more in it, so you can see how glittery it gets. Hold on. Really don't want this to go everywhere. When you stir it, you can really see the glitter. Can you guys see it? Move my head out of the way so it doesn't focus on there. Look how pretty. And of course, it is very pink right now because the cotton candy that I used is pink. I really was looking for white cotton candy. It's called Snowball Cotton Candy if you can find it. It is so good. It is extremely sweet. So I would definitely say, hold on, let me taste it again. Bartender notes. I would not use sparkling cider. I would use seltzer instead and I definitely would not use simple syrup. I like sweet. This is like borderline too sweet. So I would, because cranberry is also really sweet already. So I would say lemon, cranberry, seltzer, and then because the cotton candy also adds some sugar to it as well. And then you could even do like a little bit more lemon. Let me do another squeeze in here. So cute. Yes, sorry. I should mention you cannot drink regular glitter, like arts and crafts glitter. This is edible glitter. It is linked on my Like to Know It. This one is called Prism Powder, Fancy Sprinkles. There's such thing as edible glitter, and that is what you use in these drinks. It gets everywhere. Be careful. Obviously, you can see it's all over my hands, even though I just washed them. And it's all over the placemat because I had that issue with the ball. So just make sure you have a clean workspace when you are using it because it will get messy. But once you fill the cotton candy balls, you put them on a tray. People will just grab them. You can do toothpicks. If you're a little bit like, are these balls going to break apart with the toothpick? You could even just use tongs, like from like an ice bucket. But yeah, it's so cute, and it makes your drink like so cute and sparkly. Let me mix it again, and I'll hold it up to the camera for you guys to see how gorgeous it looks. Shimmery, shining, shimmering, splendid. See that? And then what I'm going to show you also is, I'll just do it here in this little glass, what it looks like with a clear drink, because a lemon drop I think should be clear after all, but that the cotton candy situation kind of threw me. So let me just show you. If you were doing it clear and you got the white cotton candy, this is what it will look like. Remember, a little goes a long way with the glitter, just FYI. So you take a little on a spoon, put it in, mix it. This is what my white Christmas cocktail looked like last year. Come on, focus, focus. There you go. Can you guys see that? There we go. How gorgeous is that? And then everybody's walking around with a fancy, fancy drink. Edible glitter, not your average glitter, edible glitter. And it's so easy. Like, this is, like, how cute does this look? And this is literally just cranberry juice and glitter. So if you wanted to go, like, as easy as you could literally just do a vodka cranberry with some edible glitter, put it in a pitcher, and everyone has a fancy cocktail that's literally so easy, and everyone will be like, how did you do that? That looks so cool. But I think if you can get the snowball to pack, because it's New Year's Eve, the lemon ball drop is like such a classy, cute twist on a mocktail, because you guys know a lemon drop is a regular mocktail. So the lemon ball drop is like a little bit more New Year's Eve, and you're dropping the ball as usual on New Year's Eve. So it does look like nail polish. You're right. Yes. So that is the drink, you guys. And like I said, easy peasy. And if you wanted to put them in here, so this is what I did last year, is I made this like glittery drink, and then I filled up these little ornaments just like this, so that everybody could choose if they wanted vodka or Prosecco or whatever. And then I laid this on top of, actually, I'll show you. I laid this on top of a champagne flute, just like this, on my tray, so that everybody could take a champagne flute off the tray. They could put some sparkling wine, Prosecco or whatever in it, and then drop this edible glitter, like little sweetness concoction into it, so that everybody had a fancy looking drink. So easy to make, you guys. The thing that makes all the stuff look good is the presentation, and that's what I'm here for. So the stuff is not that hard. You're literally using cranberry juice and lemon and seltzer. Like, that's literally it. And then you just add some edible glitter, buy these little ornament things, put it on top of a like fancy glass, and you're done. Like, how cute does that look? And everyone is like, she makes the best drinks. I'm letting you in on my secrets. So that's how you do it, guys. It looks really good, it tastes really good, and it's super easy. Can I put it in Sprite? You totally can put it in Sprite if you want to. I wouldn't use this because Sprite is already really sweet. If you wanted to put it in Sprite, I would just mix seltzer or even water with the edible glitter. Or you can just actually put some more Sprite in here with the edible glitter and mix it in. So you can put edible glitter in literally anything. It just makes it look really cool. So that is the drink, you guys. But remember, the edible glitter does get everywhere. So you want to make sure that you are keeping your workspace as clean as possible, and you're not letting your children grab stuff off the counter like I did. That cotton candy is so sweet. That's also why this drink turned out super sweet. Still very good, though. So yeah, I would amend the recipe. I'm just actually going to amend it right here. Taking out the simple syrup because I don't think you need it. There you go. That is what I would do, you guys. So that is the drink. Let me see. What are you guys saying? Never heard of edible glitter. I know, it is so cool. Happy holidays, happy holidays. Oh, Sherry says your nails still look great. Did I tell you guys what happened to my nails last week? I had like the worst manicure. I think I told you guys. Um, So they Dazzle Dry is great because it lasts over 2 weeks. I did tell you guys the story. I did have to, because it's a light color, whatever. I was wearing this like beautiful green dress, which by the way I'm going to be selling in as soon as I just got the sample in, so I just have to order them and then I'll be selling them probably maybe next week. Um, the dress I wore on Christmas Eve, which I also like so hectic. I barely got any pictures of it, but I'll sell it for you guys and show it to you maybe on the next live. But I think between that or I don't know, something, I was wearing a new pair of jeans, probably the jeans. I was wearing a new pair of jeans the other day. And you know, when your nails get like that film on it where it looks like dark? So I went to take my nail polish off and I used nail polish remover and it just took the dark right off of it, but then it made it matte. So I was like, okay, the nail polish is still on. I mean, it's chipped a little bit, but for all intents and purposes, it still looks good. So I just put like a top coat over it and I have another couple of days with the manicure. So thank you so much. Now I have to begin the process of growing them out again since that man basically cut off all the growth that I've had since I stopped biting my nails, which I'm still upset about. Anyway, wonder what you guys are doing for New Year's Eve. For me, New Year's Eve is always like I don't know, it's always the most overrated holiday. I never liked doing anything for it. I always thought it was overrated. I didn't like going out for it. A lot of times we were on vacation for it, and I thought that was great. You just celebrate it in Mexico or something. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I'm good with what we're doing. Our like low key kids New Year's Eve. I think that will be fun. But I think always the pressure of like having to get dressed up and like having to like have a great night. I never wanted to deal with that pressure. I had a lot of like anxiety around that situation. You guys know me and picking my outfits for things, which is hilarious because look at the job I'm in now. I'm helping you guys pick outfits for things, but I don't want it to be stressful for you because I know how it feels for it to be stressful. So I think probably that was what kind of turned me off about New Year's Eve was like having to be perfect outfit, perfect night, have the best night and like have everything planned, have somewhere to go, spend a ton of money. And you guys know I don't drink. So it was like always about drinking and the whole thing. So I don't know. It was not my cup of tea. Sherry, my girl, she says, not sure what I'm wearing to the couch this year. It's so funny. I know. I'm always like, what's everybody wearing to the living room this year? That's always my Thanksgiving question. But yeah, I totally agree. It's more or less, I feel like everyone just kind of like, maybe you go out to a nice restaurant or something, but then you end up just going on the couch and falling asleep until the ball drops, which, I mean, that's what we do here, right? I don't like to be out on the roads that night. That's true. It does get very dangerous. If you guys are going out, please make sure that you have somebody driving and that you don't go too far from home because I guess the amount of drunk drivers on the road are like sky high on New Year's. So you don't want to be associated with that for sure. No plans, no plans. Yeah, I know. I'm in the same boat as you guys, but at least we have a plan. We have something to do with the kids, and we'll be with our friends. So, my only friend and her husband is Greg's only friend. So we're good. We're good on that front. And then the kids are friends too. So it is all good, you guys. I didn't get a chance to talk to you about my pants. We are going to end the show because I already made my cocktail, so I'm going to sign off. But before I do that, I just wanted to show you quickly the pants that I'm wearing because they are so comfortable. So going back to my products page, they are right here at the top, the Jet Setter pants. You guys won't be able to see the full pant on me right now. You can only see, obviously, my waistband. But they are super, super comfortable, super flattering. They are luxurious pants. Like if you blindfolded me and told me these were from Athleta, I would not bat an eye. The material is so luxe. They're like stretchy, super comfortable. They're more or less a wide leg. They have a little bit of piping going down the front of it. It's a high waist elastic waist, like thick elastic waistband with a drawstring. You have pockets. And it also has a matching top as well if you're interested. That's also on the website. They're sold separately so that you can size accordingly, which is nice. So I always get something bigger on the bottom than the top. So I'm wearing the medium bottoms and I have the small top. They are the best pants ever. And of course, the color just makes them look so luxurious too. So if you are brave enough to wear ivory pants, I highly recommend. I can't believe I made that drink wearing these pants, but it does look really nice and festive with me holding this drink matching my shirt. So um, super comfortable, perfect travel pants, perfect like what Sherry, these are perfect wearing to the couch pants, of course, for New Year's and beyond. Basically, what I'm going to be living in between now and New Year's Eve, if they don't get stained, which is a big if. So yeah, love them. And then remember the shirts, you guys use the code MERRY, MERRY, for 20% off of your second one. So buy one, get one, 20% off for the shirts. They're $21 each. If you buy two, I think it comes out to like $35 or $36. The pants, I believe, are $44. They are amazing. Oh my gosh, my mom saw Wicked. Mom, what happened after I saw it? After I saw Wicked, I filmed a reel. I cried in my car because it was amazing. I had such a profound experience. Then I made a reel in my car because I couldn't not like well, I was making a story about how amazing it was, and then I had this idea for the reel with Cynthia Erivo singing her Defying Gravity. So I did that. That's on my Instagram at jennafin.com, at Jennafin, Jennafinn, if you guys want to see that. But then I called my mom and I was like, listen, you have to see this. And she was all like, I've seen the show. I'm like, I know you've seen the show. The movie is the show on steroids. The movie is like what the show could be if it were able to do everything. Like for a Broadway show, you're limited to real time and set changes and humans making these sets, right? Like you're limited to that stuff. This movie was the Broadway show with no limits, no boundaries, defying gravity. Like literally, this show was Wicked on Broadway, but defying gravity. It was incredible. Yeah, I cried, I sang. It was a profound experience. I I never even told you guys about it. I feel like for the last few weeks I've ended with, we haven't even talked about Wicked. So we have a few minutes. I'll just say it was incredible. I cannot wait to see it again. I don't know when I'm going to be able to see it again because it's like a 3 hour long movie. When do I get a 3 hour chunk? Juliet's not even in school for 3 hours. So I would love to see it again. It was so amazing. I'm a huge fan of the Broadway show. And I agree too. I don't know if the movie was better than the show. I just think that they were able to do more. So I think, like I said, the Broadway show is limited to what they can do to human hands. But the movie, obviously sky's the limit. Gravity. There's no gravity, right? Hi Tracy, how are you? Well, you're never late here. I made the cocktail. Cheers. You can always go back and see how I made it. So easy. But it is sparkling. It is glittering. And I'll show you in this one. It's easier to see because it settles at the bottom. Mix it around. I'll cheers from my glass cup there. How beautiful is that with some edible glitter? So go back and see how I made this drink. Super easy. And you can make it for your next holiday. So yeah, we'll take Juliet and tell her it's make-believe. Yeah, I know. I feel like I can't take Juliet because there's just too much going on. So my best friend took her daughter, who is a year older than Cooper. So she's 6 or 7. And they made it like not even an hour. She was like not having it because it is like a lot. You have like flying monkeys and there's just like so much. I feel like it's too overwhelming and like stimulating for them. So unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. It's going to stream on No, Kim, really? It's going to stream on December 31st. I do have to say that there is a thing about seeing it in the movie theater where like you are surround sound, you're surrounded by these like images that I'm like getting chills thinking about it. Being able to see it in the theater, if you can, is like so important. And I really want to see it again in the theater. I'll definitely watch it if it's streaming, but I really want the opportunity to like see that again in that situation. Oh yeah, my mom took my sister, who's 4 years younger than me, And I think I was, what was I, 12 when Titanic came out? So my sister was like 7. Yeah, I think she was 7 or 8. And my mom took her to see Titanic. Like, who are you? Why would you think that would be okay? So yeah, I don't think I would be taking Juliet to see it. My friend tried to take her daughter. Didn't. I knew it wasn't going to work out, but she tried anyway. Um, but yeah, it was absolutely incredible. And I have to say, Ariana Grande. Well, first of all, let's just get out of the way the fact that Cynthia Erivo is an icon. She plays Alphaba. She plays the Wicked Witch of the West. Um, Complete icon. Killed it. Nobody better. I couldn't take my eyes off of her. I wanted to like live in her eyes for the entirety of the show. I will say that um Ariana Grande, of course, everybody has an opinion of her because she's a pop star. And I like some of her music. I don't like some of her music. I'm neither here nor there with her. I don't really care. But it is a little bit like, what's her deal? I knew that she came from Broadway before. I knew that she was an actor before she was a pop star, an actor, singer, musical theater before she was a pop star. A lot of people didn't know that. So I feel like I was not surprised at all that she could do what she did because of her background. But again, a lot of people don't look into that. They don't know that. They only know her as, sort of like a Mariah Carey. And I have not seen one negative thing about her performance anywhere online. If she doesn't win the Golden Globe for sure, but if she does not win the Oscar for this role, I would be surprised. She was absolutely incredible. My ear just popped thinking about how incredible it was. Galinda, yes, Galinda. Um, she was so, I mean, just thrilling to watch. And when I saw the Broadway show, I actually didn't like Glinda, and I listened to the soundtrack all the time. And I always skip the Glinda songs. I don't know, she just kind of like annoyed me. She was like munchkiny and like whatever. Kristen Chenoweth is amazing, but the character never resonated with me. I found myself like rooting for Galinda in the show because she was incredible. Like a riveting performance. She is Glinda. There's nobody else. Like she is that role. She was made for it. She was born to play it. And I'm so glad that she got to play it and that we all got to see her because, the director could have been like, she's Ariana Grande. No one's going to see her as anything else. Thank you, next. Um, Made a joke there. But he didn't. He really was like, she won it on her merit. Her audition was flawless and she nailed the part. And I'm so glad he actually, even though she's like so famous, I'm glad that he took the chance on her because there is something about being too famous that like you don't want that. But I'm glad that he did. So let's see what you guys are saying. On the big screen, I felt like things were actually flying by me. Loved the Christmas video. Oh, thanks, Tracy. Yeah, I posted my Christmas morning, a clip from our Christmas morning on Instagram so you can see. I love seeing the kids' reactions and watching it back. It's really nice to be able to set up a tripod and like not have to hold the camera and actually be in the pictures and the videos and not have to worry about it. You just set it and forget it. So I have like a 25-minute video of just like the kids going ham and opening up their presents and seeing their reactions, which you also miss when you're sitting there because I'm helping Juliet open something. So I miss seeing Cooper's reactions to things. So it's nice to have that on video. Cynthia was amazing. Ariana was perfect for the role, like a little Tinkerbell. Could Ariana Grande be any smaller? I feel like I could blow her away. She's a pixie and she is perfect for that role. Like literally nobody better. Galinda. Yes, Galinda. Sherry liked watching Taco. Yeah, Taco straight up stole toys out of Queso's stocking, and he was so great on Christmas morning. Queso doesn't come out when the kids are around, usually, unless he's just like eating and then running away. But Taco was here while we were all opening up presents. Juliet was feeding him his chicken lollipop that he got. So it was nice to see him interacting with them and getting more and more interaction with them as they get a little bit older because they love him. So now Cooper has decided that he's taking an interest in wanting to feed Taco because he wants Taco to go on his bed. And I'm like, the only way he's going to come on your bed is if you feed him and you pet him slowly and you walk around slowly in front of him. You don't run around like a lunatic. So yeah, he's really trying, and it's panning out. It's Taco's learning to trust him more, which is nice. Um, but anyway, so those are my thoughts on Wicked. That's my thought on Christmas morning. This is my cocktail for New Year's Eve. And I'm not going to see you guys until after New Year's. I just feel like this year kind of flew by. But then when I look at pictures from January, I was like, that was this year. I felt like that feels like last year already. It's so crazy. Like, I don't even remember being in my mom's and my parents are in Naples right now where they have a house. And I don't even remember being there this year. But when I looked in my January pictures, I was there with the kids. Did not remember it. I'm like, that picture was from this year? Crazy. But it also feels like the year flew by. So I hope you guys have a great New Year's on the couch, doing whatever it is you guys are going to be doing. I know I'm kind of like tapped out with shopping and buying and cleaning and doing all this stuff, but now I have to do returns of stuff that I bought and all that kind of thing. But next week I'll do maybe another sort of like comfy show. I don't know if we're ready to dive into like the next wave of like winter wardrobe, but maybe you are. Let me know. If you have something specific you want to see, let me know. I have some more comfy sets coming your way. I just got them in yesterday, so very interested to see how they fit. And of course, I have that gorgeous, easy throw-on turtleneck dress that I wore on Christmas Eve. So I loved your Christmas morning video. I miss having little ones. I know, everybody was saying that, and I always feel like my heart breaks a little bit for you guys because I know that that's going to be me soon. I'm not going to cry. I know that that's going to be me sooner than I realize. But the chaos is just overwhelming. So it's really, like I said, nice to have the video of it because the chaos of the whole day and the whole break is overwhelming. But then in the quiet moments, like even last night when I was posting all those videos, all I wanted to do for like the past 2 weeks is drink hot chocolate and watch The Holiday. I only made it through half the movie because I started it at midnight because I was just watching all the Christmas morning videos, even though we just had Christmas morning. It's like so crazy. But it's just chaos when you're in it, but it's really nice to look back on it. So I'm glad that it's giving you guys a little bit of happiness and also a little bit of time to reminisce about your own kids growing up and your own childhoods and that kind of thing. My little ones are in Montana. Oh, Sherry, need V-neck t-shirts. Okay, Lisa, V-neck t-shirts. Do you like this material or do you like more of a cotton feel material? Do you like the slinky stretchy or do you like the cotton? I need to know. We are in the sandwich era between adult children and aging parents. I know. Honestly, obviously it's inevitable that comes. So I'm just trying to enjoy and like soak in all of this because everything is fleeting. Even the stage that you're in right now, you're like, oh, like I miss when my kids were that little, but it's like, this is the youngest your kids will ever be right now. You know what I mean? And so when you think about it like that, you're like, okay, I have to preserve this moment. I have to really soak this moment in instead of yearning for that one. That's life, you guys. I find myself doing that all the time, especially with like, the baby stages and stuff. It's like, okay, well, that's it. And if we don't have another baby, like that's it. Like that's never going to be. Like you guys saw Juliet got her big girl bed, so no more cribs. So it's like, well, we'll never have a crib in the house again. Like, is that it? Is that it? And so we're kind of like testing each other. Like, are we okay with this? It's very weird. I like the t-shirt you have on just in V-neck. Okay, Lisa, I'm gonna get those for you. I'm a V-neck girl too. I've decided to start wearing the crew neck because this is what's super trendy right now. The V-neck's not really like on trend, but it is a better cut for my body. And so sometimes the better cut for your body trumps what's trendy because it just looks better on you. So I will definitely be on the hunt for V-necks. They're going to be a little bit harder to find because it's not the trendy thing right now, but I'm with you. I like V-necks. You can still have another Jena. I know. Well, I feel like I didn't really get a Jena. Cooper is more like me than Juliet, I think. I love the 3-pack Christmas ornament. We do miss Marley, and we still talk about him. I know my Marley ornament. A lot of people commented. A lot of you guys commented on my 3 cat ornament of Taco, Queso, and then my family cat Marley, who passed away last year. He has the angel wings, and it says, "They still talk about you," and he says, "I know." A lot of people commented on that ornament. I actually saw that as a Facebook ad and obviously immediately had to buy it, sent it to everybody that I know who lost a pet that this past year. So definitely a nice one. We had some really good ornaments this year. Greg got me a cat lady ornament. Lots of ornaments. I think I still have them up on my Instagram if you guys want to look at my story at Jenafin, Jenafinn. You can still, you are young enough for another one. Am I? I mean, technically yes, but in my mind, I'm like, I want it to be done by now, but the door is always open. So Greg's like, if Greg's watching this, he's like, the door is not open. The door is closed. There was never a happier person than when the doctor told us we were having a girl, because Greg was like, great, boy, girl, done. That's it. 2 kids. And I just was like, oh, okay. Truthfully, my pregnancy with Juliet was not an easy one. So the thought of having a large family is definitely something that I would want. But the thought of being pregnant again, postpartum again, and starting with the baby stage all over again, if somebody else could be pregnant for me and raise a baby to 2, and then I could have visitation with it, and then come back at 5, that would be perfect. But Juliet's stage right now, very challenging. Was with Cooper too, and Cooper's stage is amazing right now. It's my favorite stage so far. So I had my 3rd at 36. You're good. Well, I'm 36 now, so if I had another baby, it wouldn't be till 37. So I don't know. Like I said, the door is not closed. His door is closed. But you never know. Juliet was not planned. So, but right now, no actual plans for it. But yeah. Anyway, on that note, bye. On that note, I will see you guys after the new year. Have a safe, happy, healthy new year. Here we go. Cheers. I'll pour some of this in here. There we go. Nice, shiny, shimmery drink here. Cheers to a year of health, happiness, abundance, prosperity, joy, tons of memories, a lot of fun, and many more Jena's Picks adventures to come. I love you guys so much. I'm so happy that you're here with me every week. It fills my heart to the brim with gratitude. I'm so thankful for all of you. And I hope you have a great closeout to 2024, and we have the best year ahead. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. Again, jenaspicks.com for everything you see on me. Remember the slippers. Do not forget how cute these are. Also come in pink, and they can ship out immediately. Everything else that you want, I will find these glasses. I will link them on my Like to Know It, and everything else is there on my website. Happy, happy, happy New Year. Cheers to a wonderful year. I love all of you guys, and I will see you in 2025. Bye.